record holder Usain Bolt could have been much faster with my secret Nirenstein's first law of running technique. I'll demonstrate. Watch me drop my feet behind my waist. My waist is my body's center and has 100% of the weight. The top and bottom each have 50% of the weight. I'll keep landing behind my center for more steps than Usain Bolt, so gravity will speed me faster. I start my first 2 steps with my technique of my feet lifting straight up from a far off-balance position for gravity to tug me forward with explosive force. I push my body straight up while gravity pulls me forward. Do not try this at home. Jack is a professional and has the technique to be able to do that, but it could be dangerous for you. I'm going to show you how I look in slow motion so you could analyze my technique. Okay, what I'm going to show you is the fastest start possible. You'll see that my back foot is very far behind me, so when I lift straight up with my back foot, gravity is going to send me forward very fast, and then I pass my front foot very far behind, and I get a second very explosive push-off from there. And then after that, I keep my feet dropping behind for as many steps as I could do, and I'll automatically go into a steady pace where my feet start landing ahead and taking off behind. Pose and Chi, similar methods, want you to stand in a fixed, slanted pose and bring the feet straight up to the hip. Poe's author saw the folly of his ways and adds a contradiction method of landing ahead of the body at a backward slant. He now calls both slants a pose method. If you don't pause for a pose, it's not a pose method. It is the way everybody runs, but only at a steady pace. Chi saw the folly of his pose at a forward slant and adds a contradiction method of landing directly under the body. He now calls both forward slant pose and a vertical pose a Chi method. Landing under the body has you hopping centered in place. Another fallacy of his is that you should not run with a vertical body because it forces you to land on your heels and hold yourself back and injure yourself. So let's see if that works. I'm with a vertical body and I'm landing on my toes. What's happening? Another technique they call a science is stride length and stride frequency makes you fast. If you take your longest strides, you can only hop very slowly. And if you take a short stride, you could run slow. So how does that make you run fast? And you could exchange your feet fastest when hopping in place. So none of that makes you run fast. They're mythical sciences. Okay, the body works on the same principle as a dumbbell. Not me, an exercise dumbbell. But anyway, the center has got the full weight of the dumbbell, and each end has 50% of the weight. It works the same way with the body. You could tilt the dumbbell or the body at any angle, and the center still has the full weight. The center is around the waist, and if you bend forward, the center is still directly over your feet and you're standing in place. If you shift the waist behind the feet, you go backwards. If you shift it in front of the feet, you go forward. And you could go forward with a backward slanted body just as fast. Michael Johnson broke sprint records with a backward slanted body.